Welcome to American Baker in Germany. I'm Michelle, and today we are continuing our series on how to dress up a sheet cake. And this time I decided to address the elephant in the room. We are talking about quarantine or lockdown or whatever it is that you are going through right now. So this is a quarantine lockdown themed cake because of COVID-19. So with all of the elements that we use more often, if not for the first time, because of lockdown. So let's get started.
As always, we start out with a frosted sheet cake. You can frost it yourself, leave it in the pan and only frost the top, or you can buy it frosted. I start out rolling some black fondant fairly thick and cut it into a rectangle. Then I roll out some white fondant very thin and cut a slightly smaller rectangle out and place it on the black rectangle. We are on our phones a lot right now. I place it on the cake and use a fondant press form to spell the word Zoom out of blue fondant. Then I place it on the phone screen. It was a bit off center, so I tried to correct it, which smeared some blue fondant. Which I removed with a bit of alcohol. I also painted the alcohol around the white to make the screen a bit shiny. Then I rolled some black fondant into thick snakes and formed them into a headset. Unless you work on a phone system normally, most of us didn't use headsets much before lockdown, but everyone owns one now. Then I rolled a thin snake to connect the headset to the phone. Then I rolled out some blue fondant and pressed some lines into it and folded the edges a bit. I think everyone recognizes this. Unless you work in healthcare, not many of us had worn medical masks before lockdown. This one is a bit hard to see, but I am making a white sign, and I use a fondant press form to make the words "school closed." Then I cut out the sign to fit the words. I know this is a familiar sight in our house. Then I made another white slip, and this time I pressed the words "ticket" into it. This represents any kind of ticket, plane tickets, concert tickets, event tickets, whatever it may be. I placed the ticket on the cake and pressed out the word "void" with red. and laid it over the ticket. Then I cut out a frame as if the word void had been stamped onto the ticket. This part is really hard to see, but I put a different word on each side of the cake. The front of the cake, I put the word lockdown. The back of the cake got the word quarantine. The next side got the word COVID-19. The last side got the word Corona. But aren't we all trying to make the best of things? We need some decorations. I cut out some flowers and butterflies out of pink fondant and started placing them around the cake. The more I placed, the more I felt it needed. I cut some flowers out of purple fondant as well. And then we solidly crossed the line from trying to stay positive into toxic positivity, also a sign of the times. I will never say I love this cake, but I do feel it accurately represents how things are going today. Watch us destroy this cake in a moment. For more cakes and tutorials, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe for a new cake every week.
All serious about this, and that I don't think that this cake is pretty. And just to show how I feel about this is what I'm going to do.
I want to do that too.
Go ahead. Feel free.
You know the word to that.
That's how I feel about it.